So I thought I'd make an intro video just kind of explaining more about why I'm doing this YouTube channel. So I'm 52 years old, well, almost 52 in 2 weeks. And I'm starting to realize that realistically, I'm probably going to live for another 20 years at least, maybe 30 or more. And I'm also starting to realize that my body's wearing out, and I'm not going to be able to, well, potentially not going to be able to do as much as I have been doing up to this point, especially when I was younger, in my 20s and 30s and even 40s. So it's it's kind of a surreal realization, really. I mean, we all know we're going to get to this point at some point in our lives. But up until now, I've never really thought about it, or let myself really think about it and let it sink in the way it has been lately. So being 52, we've been around since the beginning of YouTube, pretty much since the beginning of internet, or at least mass internet and computers. And I think a lot of us are starting to realize that we kind of, I don't know how do you say, we were kind of, we were on the brink of these inventions, but I don't think we really took as much advantage of them as we could have. Because in the beginning, everything was just, it was strange and weird and new, and most things didn't work half the time anyway, with, dial up and things like that. So, but with the way things are now, it's just incredible. I mean, there's so much you can do. Never had I ever thought that we would be able to go to an app on a phone and pull up YouTube and watch a video about anything you could possibly imagine. So we were still one of the generations that were brought up, raised, and taught to get a job, go to college, or if you don't go to college, get a job, work, have a family, and retire. What I think a lot of us didn't realize was that nowadays we don't have pensions, or there's very few jobs that actually pay a retirement anymore. I guess maybe federal government, if you work for them, if they even still do. I'm pretty sure they do. So like our parents and grandparents back then, they had jobs that paid well, things were affordable, houses were affordable, cars were affordable, food was still affordable, and you could raise a family, and only one spouse could work, or only one spouse had to work, and they could raise a family with no problem. But that all changed somewhere along the line, and they didn't really explain that to us as we were growing up. We just kind of, now that we're in our 50s and 60s and however old we are, we're realizing it, and it's a harsh realization. It's like, I did not see this coming. I mean, we kind of did, but I think we kind of thought it would just all be okay and work out. But so now we're pushing retirement age, whatever that is, 62, 65, 70 now, I don't know. And I think we're starting to realize that we don't have as much as we thought we would have. We don't have pensions. We don't have employers that will pay us retirement. We don't have decent retirement plans, 401k was a con. It was the biggest con that we were ever convinced of. And we're just now realizing that when it's almost too late. Probably is too late. So with these realizations, I think a lot of us are starting to think of alternative ways to continue to have an income when our bodies wear out, or when we're pushed out the door from at our employer because we're too old and they want to bring in the new young generation to basically to brainwash them and trick them into doing the labor for them, like they did to us. So we're trying to scramble, come up with alternative ways to come up with income that will hopefully sustain us for the next 20, 30, who knows how many years. And one of the, probably the most popular way to do that nowadays is to have a YouTube channel. Hold on, I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna wind up in Texas before I realize where I'm going. So I remember when YouTube first started, and I actually started channels and did little videos, but I mean, I don't have a niche. I don't really have, I was gonna say I don't really have skills, but I have some skills, but I've developed a lot of skills over the years, but I'm one of those people that never focused on one thing. I do a whole lot of things well, but not one single thing very well or excellent or master at. So I don't know what to do a YouTube video about. I have no idea. So for now, I'm gonna start this YouTube video. I'm gonna try to put as much time and effort into it as my life allows. But honestly, I don't know what it's going to be about. It may not make any sense at all for a long time. And at this stage, I'm just trying to get more comfortable talking on a camera and posting videos and get into a flow, I guess, a routine, because I've had YouTube videos in the past, but it's always been, I don't follow through with them, or I don't have the time. I mean, that's a good excuse. You don't have the time to do it, but it's like I'm pretty wishy-washy. I'm like, I get really into something for a while and then it just kind of fades away and I lose interest in it. So I think a lot of us are like that, but I'm going to give this I'm going to give this a good effort and see where it goes. If the videos don't have any theme or anything like that, forgive me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where this channel is going to go. Maybe it'll turn into something, and that's kind of what I'm hoping, is that I'm hoping that if I continue to do these videos and post regularly, get comfortable speaking on camera, then something will kind of fall in place, because the universe has a way of that happening. If you put in the effort, if you pay your dues, things usually work out. So hopefully I'll stumble across something that will lean this channel more to a specific theme or niche or something. But right now they're just going to be random all over the place. It's going to be removing wallpaper from my dad's house because I'm renovating that. It's going to be things like my Keurig coffee machine broke, so I recorded a video about that. I just haven't edited and posted it yet, so it's just going to be random stuff. I mean, I had a flat tire today, so could have recorded a video about that, but I didn't. So we'll see where it goes, but hopefully you get some enjoyment, entertainment, and hopefully some knowledge, or you learn something from it. But if I didn't say so already, my name's Brad. Thanks for watching my channel, and I hope you stick around, and we'll see where this goes. All right, thanks for watching.